Hello. You are tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Today's second topic, Mina Kimes on First Take comes off the tightrope and the top rope and says Lamar Jackson covers up more deficiencies than any quarterback in the NFL. Look, guys, for one, she's not lying. Oh! For anybody that thinks she's lying, that slaps for you. Number two, she is speaking nothing but facts. Facts. And she brings up other facts to support her argument. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the audio and the video of them on First Take of her making her case why Lamar Jackson covers up more deficiencies than any other player in the NFL. I think she said outside of Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes got the Super Bowls. But she said outside of Patrick Mahomes, he is undoubtedly it. And if he wins the Super Bowl, then we're going to be having a lot of uncomfortable conversations. I'm going to play the audio and video right now. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. Leave a comment if you like content like this, okay? Without further ado, let's get this party started. Check this out.
Which quarterback do you trust the most to make up for their team's own deficiencies, who can cover up the biggest mess and say, I will be the one to lead our guys if I need to?
Well, if we're expanding to four, I would pick Patrick Mahomes. But if we're taking Patrick Mahomes out of the equation and we're just looking at Jackson, Allen, Burrow, I'm going with Lamar Jackson there. Last season, I would say they all overcame deficiencies to some degree. Joe Burrow had the best receivers. I think we all agree on that. Josh Allen, I feel, had the best offensive line. Lamar had the best running back tight ends. But the great thing about these quarterbacks is we can look at them over the course of more than just last season. And we're only a couple years removed from Lamar Jackson's best receivers being Devin Duvernay and Demarcus Robinson in terms of commanding the most targets. In fact, prior to 2022, after Hollywood Brown, who was inconsistent and struggled at times with availability, his top receiving targets were Duvernay and Willie Snead. So we have seen Lamar Jackson elevate, shall we say, a substandard cast. And look, Allen is close. It's very close with them. This came up a lot during the MVP debate this year. But when I watch Lamar Jackson and I watch this Ravens offense, I see a system, a scheme where Lamar is the sun that creates the gravity that it all rotates around. It's no coincidence that Derrick Henry, 31 years old, came off the worst season of his career and then had the best season of his career once he started playing with Lamar Jackson. His effect on the football field is undeniable. So he would be my answer for the guy. If I was building a team from scratch and I had to pick a guy who I think could do the most at least, it would be Lamar.
Guys, listen. See what happens when the facts hit you in the face? People don't like those facts. Devin Duvernay, Willie Snead and them being his best receivers. Everyone's like, well, we still expect you to win. We still expect you to put up the best points, the most points. Like, and do it when you don't got no running backs either. You better run the ball also. That's what has been expected of Lamar Jackson. And Lamar, let me say something right now. Lamar has been, this isn't something new for him. He's been forged through dedication and hard work. And he got it from his moms. You know what I'm saying? You already know the story with his grandmother, father passing away pretty much on the same, a couple hours away from each other. And his mom having to pick up the mantle and say, okay, I got to carry this baton. You know what I'm saying? He's been trying to do, from the time Miss Felicia gave birth to this man, she was struggling, fighting. All 8 months, 24 days, 9 hours, 32 minutes of being pregnant. 23 hours of labor. Finally, when he started to crown and he bust out, talking about some only in America. Yeah, that's Lamar. Tried and true. She has taught him how to walk the walk, talk the talk. And all of that comes from reading the Bible, praying on your knees, and giving it everything you got. That's what encompasses the man that we have seen now. And my problem with media, my problem with fandom is that people become so enamored by somebody's special qualities that they almost become desensitized by it. That's no big deal. No biggie, he'll save us. I mean, yeah, Harbaugh didn't do that, but Lamar will do it. So what happens is when he does fall short, the weight is beyond crushing because it's not equal. It's not level. It's not aligned. Shout out to Mina for, mind you, and I hate revisionist history because you see people like Ryan Clark, Dan Orlowski, and others, that's what they predicate their topics on. Revisionist history. When Derrick Henry was available, every team had the opportunity to get him. Derrick Henry, out of the top 10 quarterbacks taken, right, was the last running back he was taken was Derrick Henry. All of the other running backs were taken before him. All of the other teams, he's on the decline. He has too many hits. He probably got CTE. He can't move the way he used to. Can't carry the load. Blah, blah, blah. Even Ravens fans say, man, we don't need Derrick Henry. All we need is wide receivers. I said, y'all crazy? Do you know what a Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson combo would look like? They're like, oh, Lamar, you think you know everything, Nitro. Then when it comes to pass, and the man goes off for 1,900 yards, Lamar has all of the help in the world, more than Jalen Hurts. And I don't even like when people even say that because it was never a problem for you to have a good team until it came down to Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and others that are like them. Nobody was saying this when Joe Montana had a squad. Nobody was saying this when Peyton Manning had a squad. Nobody was saying this when Tom Brady had a squad. Drew Brees had a squad. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen had his squad, but he still lost. Joe Burrow had his squad, still lost. Get out of here. Think about how much talent the Bengals have let go. People don't like to talk about that. He had a squad over there. This is why I like when Mina and certain other people speak up because it's needed. It's like a counterbalance to all the foolishness. He covers up the most deficiencies. He took a back that none of you believed in. None of you. Oh, he might get 900 yards. You know what I'm saying? 800 yards. The man added 1,000 to that. And y'all like, oh, he's a superstar. Mind you, he is. But you didn't believe him. You thought he was washed. That's the guy. I told y'all the same. And before he ever took a snap, I said the same thing that happened with Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers. It's going to happen to Derrick Henry. Why? Because it's not all on their shoulders, right? With Christian McCaffrey, he had so many different all-pros everywhere that he wasn't the be-all everything for the offense, even though he was one of the main cogs. Same thing with Derrick Henry. So finally, he got to step into the gravity that is Lamar Jackson. He said, wow, this is nice. It's not just running into a brick wall every down and them still expecting me to get 150 yards or more. Now he has a little bit of space to move around, to maneuver. Must be nice. I wonder why that is. We have video proof, ocular proof of what I just said. With 3 people, when Lamar takes a thing, and 3 people going to follow Lamar, and then he goes up the middle against the Steelers, who has been an absolute thorn in the foot for the Baltimore Ravens, and he runs right up the middle for a touchdown for like 40 yards. Lamar. Some of y'all forget, or some of y'all overcompensate. Either way, it's wrong both sides. He is great. He is magical. He is once-in-a-generation type player. That doesn't mean he doesn't need a team, and the team needs to step up. He doesn't need to be covering for any more deficiencies. Do your job. Because if you don't, Nitro's going to be in Baltimore, bro, and I don't miss nothing. Just to let y'all know that. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with Mina Kimes? Saying that he covers up the most deficiencies out of any quarterback in the league. And also that he's more is expected of him than any other quarterback in the league. Let me know what you think down in the comments, please, all right? But it's always, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. I know we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. But everything we talk about, we're doing what? Facts and truth. Please remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, guys. Leave a comment. You know I love the comments. Please remember to like and subscribe to the Wunderkind Morning Show live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30. On Fridays, we go to Bimbo Bakeries. We pick up bread for the community, give it out, and we go live from there too. All from the Wunderkind Morning Show, guys. Support the channel. We talk on all hot topics. We talk on sports. We talk on throwbacks from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, nostalgia. So be there, guys, and be squared. I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. I'm telling you guys, all right? Another thing, if you want to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and stuff like that, Super Chat is there. Patreon is there. Also, what is there? The Cash App is there. That's what that QR code is. And it's also located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is $The Wunderkind Show. Super easy, guys. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is Metro signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.
You're not.